A man visited a residence, leaving the homeowner in a state of perplexity. Fortunately, this occurrence was documented by the doorbell camera. A guy knocks on the door and waits for the person who lives there to open it. When they do, he starts acting strangely and says things that don't make sense. He engages in a curious conversation with a woman who resides within the confines of the house, appearing to convey a message and carrying himself as though they share a deep familiarity.
How you doing? I don't mean to knock on your door, but I just got sorted by my girl. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't no snitch.
You had to call.
She put
You had to call now.
It's okay. No, it's okay. No. It's okay. It's okay. I ain't no snitch. I don't mean to bother nobody. But I was down on my truth. On my truth. You respecting a queen, a woman. Put hands on me. But it's all good. Because guess what? Cops come through, they will me. Taking the arm on the wrong. But I ain't no wrong. I gonna put hands on me. I ain't even do nothing. It's all good.
Continuously, he attempts to convey a message of apparent importance, his words cascading forth in an unrelenting barrage of gibberish, all of which is captured by the ever-watchful eye of the doorbell camera. After talking nonsense for a while, he eventually goes away. When the Ring video doorbell suddenly lights up with an alert, a couple inside their cozy home immediately jumps into action. The alert isn't just any ordinary one. It's about a massive house fire blazing nearby. It's incredible how technology plays a vital role in this situation and proves to be a powerful tool in promoting community safety. It's a reminder of how technology can be a force for good, bringing people together in times of an emergency and helping to save the day. Someone spotted on a doorbell camera coming closer. In a shocking display of strength, a man used a sudden burst of power to forcefully push the front door open. For several tense minutes, he continued his efforts, eventually succeeding in gaining access through the now open door. An intense house fire unfolded, with a stick-up cam documented the swift response of firefighters who arrived at the scene, while the dramatic rescue of the family's pet by a firefighter was captured on a Ring doorbell, ultimately ensuring the safety of everyone involved. The incident happened in the bustling city of Los Angeles, California. In the midst of an emotional outburst, an upset woman channeled her anger by aggressively striking the door and the doorbell camera with a can, creating a scene that bore witness to the intensity of her emotions.
Ding dong, school's out, bitch! School's out! Take me home! Yeah, madre, take me home, bitch!
As the dust settled and her rage began to subside, to her dismay, the can she had used as an outlet for her frustration burst open. This woman entered someone else's residence, emphasizing the need for locked doors. This incident underscores the importance of home security. It serves as a reminder to always keep doors securely locked. This man was caught on camera as he attempted to tamper with someone's Ring doorbell, raising concerns about his intentions. The homeowner quickly alerted the authorities, ensuring the security of their property. This woman quickly grabbed the mail from the mailbox and hurried back to her car, leaving the homeowner baffled and concerned about the security of their personal information. An unidentified woman caught on a doorbell camera attempted to forcefully access a nearby door that didn't belong to her. Upon discovering she was being captured by a security camera, she initially tried to conceal it and then quickly departed from the area. The sight of a large bear was captured on camera as it casually roamed just outside the house. Its massive presence left the homeowners both amazed and cautious, reminding them to watch their trash. Caught on a doorbell camera, a woman in broad daylight was seen taking off with both a lunch delivery and a package left outside a home. Her brazen theft was recorded as she swiftly made away with the items, leaving the homeowner astonished and concerned about the audacity of the act. The same person spotted the previous night was once again prowling around driveways, attempting to gain access to parked cars. A vigilant neighbor noticed the unidentified individual and raised her voice, warning him to leave the neighborhood immediately, or else she would call the police.
Hey! You better get away from them cars! Right now! Police are coming for you!
Startled by the confrontation, the prowler hurried away, leaving residents on edge and concerned about the security of their vehicles.
You better keep walking!
Another incident involving a doorknob wiggler has left residents concerned. While walking his dogs, a man was spotted attempting to tamper with people's doorknobs, raising suspicions that he might be equipped with a jimmy tool for unauthorized access. He spent several minutes attempting to open the door. Failing in his attempts, he hastily departs upon hearing a dog barking from the inside of the house, leaving neighbors on high alert and more cautious about their home security. A suspicious individual was caught on camera attempting to open a front door, but failed because it was locked, serving as a stark reminder of the importance of ensuring your doors are securely locked. A stranger had a brick on his hand and wanted to get inside somebody's house. He checked if no one was around. Then, he hit the front door with the brick, and the glass broke a little. But the door didn't open, so he gave up and went away. It was a scary moment for the homeowners, reminding everyone to be vigilant. Even in Beverly Hills, it's essential to remain vigilant. A man scaled the gate and attempted to knock on the door to see if anyone was home. He was waiting for an answer when the homeowner responded through the doorbell camera, informing the man that he had the wrong address and that the owner was calling 911.
Dennis here?
No, you kept the wrong address, sir. I'm gonna call 911 right now.
Okay.
He takes his leave and goes away. Observe this individual making his way towards the front porch. His demeanor appears quite unsettled. Persistently, he continues to rap on the door, prompting the homeowner to make the decision to open it. Upon the door's opening, the man initiates a conversation, sharing his thoughts or concerns.
Yes, sir.
Somebody is attacking me. I'm scared. They won't stop attacking me. They keep attacking me. Shoot my head. They won't stop attacking my head. Taking my picture. They're trying to fucking by my face. They won't stop batting me. Oh. I'm not fucking Jim fucking ass, okay? They won't get the fuck out of my body.
After a brief exchange, he departs, leaving a sense of intrigue and curiosity in the air, as the situation unfolds rather unexpectedly. In this astonishing footage captured by a Ring doorbell, we witness a car driver displaying unwavering determination. This individual can be seen repeatedly crashing the vehicle into a garage door in a desperate attempt to break in. The sound of the impacts is quite unnerving, and it's truly remarkable to see someone persist so resolutely in their effort. It leaves us wondering what could push someone to resort to such extreme actions. Arriving on the scene, this woman takes advantage of someone else's sandbags, originally intended for hurricane preparedness. Maybe she should think about acquiring her own sandbags for future needs. Her actions raise questions about preparedness and community cooperation. Approaching the entrance, a woman's actions suggest an intent to gain access as she attempts to manipulate the door handle. However, her behavior takes an unexpected turn when she diverts her attention to a package lying on the ground nearby. With an air of nonchalance, she proceeds to open the package, but curiously, she doesn't seem to be in any hurry to inspect its contents any further. The most intriguing aspect of this situation is her departure without taking anything from the package, leaving us to speculate about the potential reasons behind her actions. Perhaps the contents of the package held no value or interest to her. As two children strolled along the street, an alarming situation unfolded before their eyes. Out of nowhere, a fast-moving car came hurtling towards them, colliding with another parked vehicle, just moments away from potentially hitting them. It was a tense and harrowing moment as they narrowly escaped a close call with the speeding car. The incident left them shaken, emphasizing the importance of road safety. At 11 p.m., an unidentified woman rang someone's doorbell, and instead of a direct response, she was greeted by an automated system prompting her to leave a message.
The door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
In an unexpected turn, she began to make statements about being associated with the Brotherhood and spoke incoherent, seemingly nonsensical phrases.
Okay, hey, I'm part of the Brotherhood, and I never imagined I would ever attempt this shit. I'll be out walking, I guess. Peace.
The homeowner, initially unaware of the situation, found this interaction quite perplexing and puzzling. On the recorded footage, two girls are clearly visible as they stroll in front of a residential property that doesn't belong to them. Their conversation can be heard as they discuss trying different codes, suggesting an attempt to gain unauthorized access.
I'm lost. I lost my page now.
Their persistence in attempting to unlock the door continues for approximately 4 minutes, raising concerns about their intentions and the security of the home in question. A man arrived at the entrance on a bicycle and swiftly entered another person's residence without permission. Inside, the homeowner's frantic voice could be heard, loudly demanding the intruder to leave immediately.
Hey, what the fuck, man? Get out of my house. Yo, get out of my house.
Sorry, I didn't know it's your house. I didn't know.
Whoa.
Camera, I didn't know.
Why you come up in our house, brother?
In response to the homeowner's screams, the man promptly exited the house without any incident. At this moment, there's a recording capturing a group of people taking packages from an infant. In the video, one of the packages slips to the ground, and another person in the group returns to pick it up, making sure nothing was left. It's truly disheartening to witness such behavior. During a time when the homeowners were asleep, this person tried to open the door. She didn't give up quickly. Instead, she kept trying for about 5 minutes, then left. Her intentions are unknown, but hopefully, we'll never find out. A woman whose identity remained unknown and was notably without pants made multiple attempts to enter a residence while asserting that it belonged to her. In response, the homeowner communicated through the doorbell camera, informing her that she had the wrong house.
What are you doing?
Hi.
What are you doing?
Hello.
What are you doing?
I'm not allowed to be here.
This is not your house.
It is.
This is not your house, baby.
This is Jordan's house.
No.
However, the woman persisted, insisting it was Jordan's house. In light of the situation, the homeowner decided to call 911 for assistance.
Hello? No, some woman's trying to get in my house.
It is my house.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't have pants on, and she's really inebriated.
This lives at my house.
This is not your house, babe.
This is Jordan's house.
No. Yeah, she's at my front door right now. Yeah, she has a sweater on, but no pants and no... So she... Yeah.
This is Jordan's house.
I'm gonna come out and talk to you. This isn't Jordan's house. It's pink. You're at the wrong house.
Let's take a look at these two individuals. It's evident that the guy is presently on a date, and his conduct hints at the possibility of alcohol consumption.
Go ahead. You know which one they are?
Both he and his companion made persistent efforts for quite some time to open a door. Nonetheless, there seems to be some confusion regarding the location of his residence. As events unfolded, instant karma came into play. After they drove off, their car was struck by another vehicle. Whatever was inside that box probably isn't worth the expenses of repairing their damaged car. This doorbell camera footage captures a brave cat engaging in a confrontation with a hungry coyote. Fortunately, a lone one, without a pack. It seems that the coyote might be quite young, as it showed signs of intimidation in the face of the cat's courage. Cats are tougher than they're given credit for. In this video is another person who thinks they can enter an unlocked house without asking, showing why it's crucial to lock doors. He opened the door and accidentally hit his head. It had seemed like instant karma for his actions. In this video, a bear was on this homeowner's porch and the homeowner had some words for it. What would you do if you saw a bear on your porch?
Hey, what are you doing?
Check out this individual who is currently making an attempt to tamper with someone's door, suggesting an intrusion.
Yo, everything cool? I'll check on the land long as I think we're the electric man.
It's a concerning situation, prompting questions about his intentions and the need for vigilant home security. A peculiar man is presently standing on someone's front porch and he accidentally let something slip from his grasp.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
He starts to walk away, but unbeknownst to him, he drops a firearm, which is captured on camera. The unexpected presence of the gun raises concerns about safety and the need for caution in such situations. A Tesla driver lost control and crashed into a neighbor's house, resulting in a broken neck for the driver, who was in stable condition. While the other two passengers were released from the hospital shortly after the accident. The driver mentioned that the accelerator became stuck and the brakes didn't respond, raising the question of whether this incident could be linked to the autopilot taking control as no airbags were deployed. While the homeowner was away, she received consecutive alerts from her Ring doorbell video and floodlight camera. Initially, when she checked the live view, she saw a man at her front door and thought nothing was amiss. However, her concern grew as two additional strangers joined him at the back of the house, peering into the windows. Fortunately, she activated the siren on her Ring floodlight cam just in time to safeguard her property. In this scary video, a clown came out of the woods and tried to get inside a house during the daytime. Fortunately, the dogs inside the house scared him away. It's important to know that someone who tries to do something like this in the daytime might also use violence if they have to. Without those brave dogs, the people in the house would have been hurt by this person in a clown costume. A special camera called Ring recorded videos in various locations that show how the ground shook when a strong earthquake measured 5.1 on the scale hit Ventura County, California. This happened right when the area was experiencing heavy rainfall from Tropical Storm Hillary. These videos help us see that the Earth can move unexpectedly, especially when we're already dealing with other weather challenges like lots of rain. The videos displayed scenes of stationary cars swaying back and forth due to the earthquake aftershocks. People who happened to be driving on the road during the time were likely taken back by this unexpected event. They were already facing challenges such as heavy rain and limited visibility, and then suddenly, they felt jolts from the earthquake, making their driving conditions even more difficult. Fortunately, there have been no reported power outages at this point. In addition, footage from a beauty store in Santa Paula captured items falling off shelves and the store swaying from side to side as a result of the seismic activity. A Florida man was allegedly caught in the act of injecting a chemical substance into his neighbor's house. Umar Abdullah, the neighbor, became suspicious when his 10-month-old baby started vomiting and noticed an unusual smell in his apartment. After contacting the fire department and attempting various solutions, Abdullah installed a hidden camera outside his front door, revealing footage of the suspect, Lee, injecting a liquid substance beneath the door. Abdullah evacuated his family and called the police, resulting in Lee's arrest on multiple charges, including possession of a controlled substance and aggravated stalking. The hazmat test identified methadone and hydrocodone, both opioid pain medications, in the chemical agent. Lee's attorney stated he pleaded not guilty, and his next hearing is scheduled for December. While Abdullah also plans to file a lawsuit against Lee for domestic violence, although specific details of the case remain undisclosed. While Ding Dong Ditch was once considered a harmless childhood fun, it has at times led to tragic outcomes. Anurag Chandra pursued a group of Ding Dong Ditchers in his car, causing a fatal collision near Los Angeles, resulting in the deaths of 3 teenagers. Chandra received a life sentence without the possibility of parole. In Delaware, a state trooper is under investigation for allegedly assaulting a 15-year-old who played Ding Dong Ditch at his house, leading to the trooper's suspension. A man seized an old Patron box that the homeowner had been utilizing as a makeshift device to keep his aging window from closing due to the wind. Upon being confronted by the homeowner, who requested that he return the box, the man chose to disregard the request and proceeded to walk away.
Hey, man. Hey, man, that's our house. Leave that. Put that back. Hey, man, put that back. Put that back.
Recorded on camera, a woman was initially seen laughing before proceeding to knock on the door. When her knocking received no response, she made an attempt to test a random key on the door. To her surprise, the homeowner opened the door while she was attempting to unlock it. In response, she promptly departed, claiming she had mistakenly targeted the wrong apartment.
Can I help you?
Yeah, it's wrong apartment. Sorry, man, wrong apartment.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.
An unfamiliar individual stood at the front door, diligently sharpening his knife. He remained in that spot for an extended period of time, taking several minutes, and decided to leave without any word. A shirtless stranger can be seen walking towards the house and throwing a rock at the window. In response, the homeowners immediately opened the door and yelled at the fleeing individual as he made a hasty escape. What was his issue and why was he shirtless?
Hey! Hey! Get your ass over here!
In this video, an unidentified individual was spotted sitting in front of the house with his pants lowered. The homeowner, communicating through the doorbell camera, asked the visibly intoxicated man outside to vacate the premises.
Hey. Go away.
Security footage documented the instance when three masked individuals tried to unlawfully enter a Pico Robertson residence during daylight hours. This attempted break-in occurred last week as reported by the homeowners who preferred to remain anonymous. At the time, the only occupants in the house were a nanny and the baby she was looking after, as the homeowner had briefly left to retrieve another child from school. This video displays the three suspects scaling a fence and wall in the front yard before making their way to the back patio door to gain entry into the residence. A thief approached the garage's north side door and forcefully kicked it open. Upon entering the connected garage, the alarm system was triggered. However, the burglar departed from the scene without taking any belongings and left in his vehicle. A meteor bearing a striking resemblance to a blazing fireball lit up the night sky over the city of Denver, Colorado, creating a stunning celestial display that was documented by various cameras placed in different locations across the area, including from a police body camera. In South Florida, an attempted robber vigorously tried to break into a home by force, but his plans took a swift turn when the homeowner, a protective mother, swiftly retrieved her shotgun. The intruder approached the Miami Gardens home casually, knocking on the front door within plain view from the highway. After surveying the surroundings, he made multiple attempts to forcefully enter, repeatedly kicking the door, unaware that a mother with her two young children were inside. Investigators later determined that he had targeted the wrong individual. The mother, sensing the imminent danger, looked through the window, and her maternal instincts instantly kicked in. She rushed to the bedroom, trembling but prepared to shield her children. As soon as the intruder breached the entrance, he was met with the sight of her pointing the shotgun and shouting at him. Now, this courageous mother seeks assistance from the public as the suspect managed to escape and remains at large. Additionally, the victim mentioned that the police suspected that the car seen in the video might have been stolen.
This disturbing doorbell footage happened in Louisville, Kentucky, and it shows two police officers knock on a woman's door frantically.
Metro Police!
Can I help you?
Yes, I see bullet holes all in your house.
I'm sorry?
There's bullet holes all in your house. Is everybody...
The footage abruptly cut off before we could get more context, but apparently a shooting happened, leaving bullet holes in the woman's home, and from what I see, she was seemingly unaware. We don't know the reason for the shooting that transpired, but from what it seems, no one in that home was injured, which is of course a good thing. Securing your doors is among the easiest methods to safeguard yourself. What occurs when peril somehow infiltrates despite your efforts? This chilling video captures the moment a man approaches the door of an unsuspecting homeowner. What could he want this late at night?
My name is James. Sosa. Sammy.
What's your name?
James.
Who are you looking for?
Friend of mine.
No friend of yours lives here, buddy. And I got a Glock over here ready for you. So if you don't get the f off my porch, I'm gonna unload it on your face. Get the f off my porch.
We don't know what the man's intentions were, but I think it's safe to say the homeowner scared him off. In this unsettling footage, a homeowner's worst nightmare comes to life as a man lurks outside their door in the middle of the night, posing invasive and downright creepy questions. As the conversation intensifies, you'll be left with a sense of unease, wondering about the true capabilities of this stranger.
Steven here.
You got the wrong house.
I knew this was a ripoff.
Okay, what are you looking for, a Steven?
No, I am Steven. I'm looking for Fifi.
Yeah, you got the wrong house.
So, you don't want to have sex tonight?
Sir, my husband's in the living room with the gun.
Huh. Okay.
Have a good
Understood.
night.
The man eventually left, but I'm sure he left that woman with some trauma she won't soon shake off. In a horrifying moment, a man wielding a machete attempts to forcefully enter a home in Louisiana, his unsettling choice of attire being a Mickey Mouse t-shirt. What's insane is his apology that'll leave you speechless.
I'm sorry, man. I thought my girl was in your house.
Footage from Mandeville, Louisiana captures the events that unfolded around 7:30 a.m. on May 22nd. According to officials, a man named Darren Cavalier approached the residence armed with a machete, wrench, and screwdriver. Video captures Cavalier cautiously surveying the area near the front door before eventually stepping off the porch, swinging the machete by his side.
Is that you?
When Cavalier reappears in the frame, he can be seen calling out for the occupants inside the home.
Is that you? Talk to me.
Cavalier eventually starts to bang on the door. Following that, he mentions a previous injury to his head and continues to wave the machete in the air.
What's the point? You can just shoot me in the head. Right?
The homeowner yells at Cavalier and he walks away.
I'm sorry, man. I thought my girl was in your house.
I don't want to think about what he would have done if he succeeded in getting into that house. This doorbell footage shows why you should always keep your doors locked, as this man attempts to enter a home that isn't his. Take a look.
Yes?
The woman's voice over the doorbell speaker froze the man, but he ultimately walked off. We don't know if he had the wrong address or if he had something sinister inside. Good thing we'll never know. This bizarre video takes place in Kentucky and shows a man saying he wanted to see if anyone lives here so he can get this job. He stated he has nothing on him and got the generic message from Ring that it may take a moment for somebody to answer. He then left a weird message and walked off.
I'm just trying to see if somebody lives here that I know, so I can go get this job. I don't got nothing on me.
Please wait. It may take me a moment to answer.
Well, just get him record. If they live here, tell them that they live here. Red's looking for him. Got out of jail and I need some love.
We don't know the homeowner's reaction as we didn't see it, but I'm sure they're creeped out. Whether or not the man meant harm, you never open the door for strangers. This frightening video uploaded to TikTok shows a middle-aged woman approach a random home at 1 a.m. and begins knocking. She stands there ominously and sings a bizarre tune.
Happy and know it, answer the door. If you're warm-hearted, good-spirited, open the door.
She rings the doorbell and starts talking to herself.
Real estate agent is what and who? You must answer back. Compute. Maybe they're shot inside, maybe they're down.
Eventually, the homeowner awakens and confronts the strange lady.
Can I help you?
Are you alright?
Are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just wondering, because I've knocked on the door a couple times.
Because I'm asleep. It's 1 a.m. Please leave.
We're just making sure we'll comply. I was just making sure that you
leave
were
now.
If you are thinking wrong house, that exchange likely changed your mind and you see this lady isn't well. We don't know what her plan was had she succeeded in entering the home, but thankfully, we'll never know. This TikTok video shows a disturbing group of girls approach a random house and do this. This is likely a prank of some sort, but quite an odd prank to play on a complete stranger's home. As far as I know, the girls were never seen around there since. Ring footage late at night shows a man dressed as Michael Myers. He stands there menacingly. This could be someone who has cruel intentions or is simply playing a prank. Either way, the homeowner didn't find it funny one bit.
What is wrong with you? What messed up? You're so messed up.
He began staring directly into the camera after being confronted, hoping to intimidate her before walking off. He didn't say a word, and all he did was stand and stare, so who knows what he was planning. This footage takes place in Staten Island, New York. He got an alert from his Ring camera, and this is what he saw.
I got a doorbell alert from my Sloman's video camera.
A man whom he never seen before trying his doorknob and walking towards the backyard. The homeowner, Chris, not only called the police, but also raced home to stop the stranger. Listen to what he told the police.
Immediately I call 911. I tell them, hey, I believe somebody's trying to break into my home. Yeah, I had told the police on when I called 911 that I was going to engage with him. I saw him standing in my backyard using my bag to put my belongings in it. Yeah, it's crazy.
He said the burglar gained entry to his house via the back door. He then describes the altercation.
I snuck up behind him. We got into a little scuffle. I was following him for about 2 blocks. I've had like my car broken into before. It's just like
you're just fed up.
Yeah, it's just an invasion. You know, it just feels like somebody's violating, your property.
The burglar fled, but Chris followed him for blocks and would turn him into the police. What a brave act for Chris to get home and confront him, taking matters into his own hands. This couple was returning home before seeing an unwelcomed guest.
Oh, okay. What?
A vulture somehow got into their home.
Vulture in the house. A what? A vulture. Liar. Swear to God. Liar. What are you talking about? That scared me.
We don't know how, but the couple's number one concern was their dog.
Where's Georgia? Is she okay? Georgia, come here. Come on. What vulture?
Georgia walks out of the home and the couple went inside.
I hear something.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
Where is it? Do you see it?
Yes, it's in the living room.
I'm gonna get it.
The wife grabbed the nearest welcome being, an umbrella, and shockingly, it worked.
I needed to make myself bigger than this vulture. I was running around this house with the umbrella, flapping it open and closed. I mean, it was the craziest thing.
We don't know how the vulture got in, but let's be thankful the couple and Georgia weren't harmed. A bobcat was spotted by a 7-year-old girl on her street in Arizona. Understandably frightened, she quickly ran to a nearby house and rang the doorbell for assistance. It is disheartening to learn about the girl's fear, especially when no one is present at the house she sought help from. However, the residents were able to communicate with her remotely through the doorbell camera.
Hi, Lauren. I'm on my way home right now. I'll be out soon, okay? No, please come open the door. There's a bobcat and I want to come in. Please. I'm scared. We're going to be home in 1 minute. Is anyone home? No, we're going to be home in 1 minute. We'll be home in 1 minute, sweetie. Just stay right there.
Fortunately, the homeowner happened to be nearby and quickly rushed back to ensure the girl's safety.
I really want to come in because my mom, I don't know where my mom, I think my mom's at home and I saw it. No, you stay right there. We're going to be home in 1 minute, sweetie. You stay right there. Okay. I want my mommy. Okay. It's fine. Just stay there, okay? We're literally turning the corner where AJ's is. Okay. Hang on the phone with me. Okay. Can you call my mom? Yes. I will definitely do that. As soon as I get you in my house safe, I will call your mom. Okay. I'm almost there. I'm right by the park. I'm almost there. Are you in?
They successfully arrived in time, and the girl was protected from the bobcat. Thank God. Ring footage captures a group of men in masks and hoodies breaking into a home before entering. Take a look. The video abruptly cut off, and there was no information as to what was taken, whether or not that the men were caught. Nothing. Hopefully, they get caught, if they haven't already. This footage happened in Dallas, Texas. A shirtless man approached the door of a home that wasn't his, then proceeds knocking, and even trying the doorknob. This footage is indeed unsettling.
Help, please. I need help. Please. Hello. Help me, man. You're trying to kill me, man.
The man appeared distressed and urgently wanted help. However, this is a common trick used to bait homeowners into opening their door for potential harm or robbery. He also claimed someone was trying to kill him, but I think he would have been panicking a lot more if that were the case. He tried several homes after, and the uploader urges everyone to be aware of this strange man. This also happened in Dallas. Package theft has become an epidemic in the United States. Each day we seem to have more reports and more footage capturing of porch pirates who have nothing better to do than go house to house praying someone left their package on their doorstep. These two men hit the porch pirate lottery with all the packages they stole here. This just goes to show that you should bring your package inside as soon as you can. A young man in Indiana can be seen in a stranger's backyard with a weapon at hand. At the sight of the camera, he puts his helmet on and walks off with his motorcycle, leaving the homeowner shook. No telling what his intentions were, but they couldn't have been good. This footage happened in Nevada and shows two young men approach a home. One of them covers their face and kicks the door open. Unaware, there were several people home, so they swiftly ran away. Listen to the homeowner's reaction. Might want to get a stronger door frame. In this video, a man armed can be seen walking up to this home and asking for a man named Ernie. The owner answered and this happened.
Are you Ernie? Ernie? Are you Ernie? I'm looking for Ernie. No, sorry.
The homeowner denied being Ernie. We don't know if he was truthful or not. Given we don't know who Ernie is and why an armed man was looking for him, it was for the best to deny being Ernie, even if that was indeed Ernie. Imagine looking over your Ring footage and seeing a coyote in front of your home. I suppose better that than seeing it face to face. The coyote appears to see something that sparks interest and observe how it takes care of it. Better that than being you or your pet. This footage was captured in Utah and shows a fire off in the distance. Listen to the firefighters urgently arrive at the scene. The residents were shocked.
I came and looked out the window and all I could just see was orange all on the mountainside.
In fear that their house might become engulfed in the flames, the Hansen family took precautions by activating their sprinklers and dousing their roof with water.
We could just hear the fire, smell the fire, taste it.
Turn my sprinklers on.
After everyone evacuated and it kind of got quiet, we could even hear the firemen yelling for water and, you know, screaming things, trying to put out the fire. Do I try to take stuff? Do I just worry about, you know, our lives? Like, what do we do?
Luckily, the Hansons family was safe. It doesn't always go down like this, but in this situation, I'm glad that it did. This footage shows a burglary attempt was thwarted when a homeowner successfully defended their residence. During the incident, 3 individuals approached the front door of a house. Upon the homeowner opening the door, law enforcement officials state that 2 of the men forcibly entered the premises, while the 3rd individual remained outside. The individual outside then proceeded to draw a weapon from his pants. After the 3rd man entered the house, all 3 individuals quickly fled from the scene as the homeowner discharged a firearm at them. Two of the 3 men were arrested while the other is still on the loose. I commend the brave homeowner protecting their territory. A Ring video footage captures the homeowner's swift thinking during an attempted robbery. During an attempted armed robbery at their front door. The incident occurred at around 9:45 a.m. on Friday, April 14th. In the video, a suspect disguised as a delivery driver approaches the front door of a residence in East Haven, Connecticut, holding a package. When someone responds to the door, the suspect maintains the ruse, suggesting that the package may be intended for them.
I don't think this is for you.
After rushing the homeowner, the suspect was pushed back out of the doorway. In the video, the suspect can be seen holding a gun before fleeing to a nearby vehicle that rapidly speeds away. Approximately an hour following the attempted robbery and home invasion, the East Haven Police Department shared images of the suspect on their Facebook page, seeking the public's assistance in identifying him. Thanks to a series of tips, investigators were led to 37-year-old Xavier Arturo, the individual seen in the video. Additionally, the authorities identified the getaway driver as 26-year-old Jean-Caris Cuello Torres. According to investigators, the 2 suspects allegedly devised a plan for a home invasion in which they intended to restrain the occupants using zip ties while robbing them. Officials revealed that the pair had planned a second home invasion in the city of Manchester, located approximately an hour north of the initial incident. Following the execution of a search warrant, investigators discovered over a kilogram of fentanyl and items commonly associated with operating a drug manufacturing facility. Both suspects were subsequently arrested and now face multiple charges related to the narcotics found in the attempted robbery. Kudos to the brave man. The authorities are currently searching for an individual who was caught on Ring camera attempting to gain entry into a residence in southern Indiana. This incident occurred at around 4 a.m. The footage shows a man without a shirt approaching the front door, brandishing a firearm towards the doorbell camera. He then proceeds to open the door and make an unsuccessful attempt to enter a second locked door. During this time, a family was present inside the house. After his failed attempt, the man departs from the scene. The video displays identifiable tattoos on his body, and he is also seen wearing a cast on his right arm. Police are searching for the suspect. In this video, a bear can be seen walking up to a home and proceeding to try and eat the doorbell camera. The bear would ultimately give up and walk away. At least no one was harmed. A St. Louis woman has been accused by prosecutors of committing 3 felonies, as they claim she targeted a family at their residence due to their Mexican heritage. The entire incident was recorded on camera, and the distressed family asserts that they have repeatedly contacted the police regarding her alleged racist outburst. Despite the woman now being charged, the family expresses ongoing fear and questions are being raised about why the police haven't taken further action to ensure the family's protection. This is what the family endured for over a year.
I'm coming back. You wait and see.
Get out! It's my home! American citizen angry at you!
Judy Klein, a 54-year-old individual, has been charged with first-degree burglary, first-degree property damage, and unlawful use of a weapon. These charges come over a year after St. Louis prosecutors claimed that surveillance footage captured Klein forcefully striking the family's front door with a hammer. According to Suarez, the homeowner's daughter, moments before the incident, Klein allegedly entered the family's house through the back door while her 4-year-old sister and father were present at home.
She literally had the opportunity to kill my dad or my sister. It made me feel that we didn't matter at all to the justice system.
According to a local police department's booking data report, Klein was arrested on the same day and initially charged with aggravated burglary and property damage. However, it appears that the case was not pursued further.
I don't know if this time she might take a gun or something. I want my family to feel like they can be in peace in their own home again.
Afterward, Klein reportedly revisited their residence on multiple occasions, including last week, during which she allegedly directed racist remarks towards the family and even went through their mail.
Get out! You're a bunch of illegals! You don't belong on American property! Do you have something to do with 9/11, Jack?
I called the police every time they took too long with the charges. I mean, just now, that the video got viral, I was able to get answers.
These situations are indeed scary. Can only imagine how horrifying it was for the family. Hopefully, they never see that lady again.
Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.